Hello, where the heck is my spout capture? Spout? Why are you not capturing my VTube studio? Well, that's a little awkward. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? It's your quite invisible Wind Maid, your Cruz Ship Servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service. I'm gonna reboot VTube studio real quick. But how is everybody doing today? It is March 7th. For all you Honkai Star Rail fans, it is Thursday, and my Thursdays have been pretty flexible with what I usually play. Now, I usually did Omega Strikers and did my viewer VOD reviews on Thursdays, but I ran out of VODs to review. I churned through everybody who sent me videos, so then I was like, I could play a Toho fan game that I was looking forward to, that's been on my wish list at release today, but it costs money. Like, it just only came out today, but, you know, it costs money, so I don't want to have to shell out for it. And it's playing in the background, the trailer. It was Toho Red Empress Devil, which is a Toho roguelite, which is, of course, up my alley completely. So, immediately that came to my mind, too. But, you know, just going through everything, it was just, like, all that it came to for me was, I don't want to shell out any money, because I just did spend a good amount on my cosplay work. So, what do I want to do instead? I'll play a game that, you know, I've had for the longest of time now. And, well, I say had. It's free to play. And that I haven't touched in forever, which is, if you can see right here, it is Eternal Return. Now, I'm going to capture VTube Studio because Spout is not being nice to me. Hey, you should be transparent and capture. Hello? This is awkward. Yes, transparent and capture. You gotta be kidding me. Wow, this is technical issues and a half, everybody. I'm going to play around in the just chatting screen for 2 seconds then, everybody. Yeah? Yeah, we're gonna do this. Oh, wait, I need to click allow transparency. Okay, nope, never mind. We should be fine. Let me destroy my capture real quick. Yeah, so this is fantastic. I'm really doing a good job at being a VTuber, everybody. Why was Spout and everything being stupid? I don't know why. Well, alright, we're capturing like this. How are you doing, Austin? Immersion ruined? Well, you're gonna have to suck it up. This is just all the technical problems you deal with having me as your Oshi. You better not be watching anybody else now, are you? Kidding aside. If you do not know what, Eternal Return is, or Black Survival Eternal Return is, it is a top-down MOBA. I say top-down. Yeah, it's a battle royale. Well, of course, a MOBA is top-down, unless you're Smite, in which case you're weird and you're third person. But, it is a battle royale MOBA. I've been a fan of the series ever since, the original Black Survival, which was kind of like a point-and-click, battle royale, if you can believe that to be a category. Yes, it existed. It was a mobile game, funny enough, and, well, it also did exist in a good enough capacity when it came to for PC people and whatever stuff of it. I played it a good amount back then in my high school days on my phone, and, you know, been fair enough. But I remember I really got into this here Black Survival in 2020 when the beta started, because the main thing about it was that it came out during COVID, and not counting Apex Legends, I'm pretty sure it racked up, like, it's my second most played Steam game of all time right now. If I check my own Steam, Steam profile, let me see. Eternal Return with 1,958 hours in it. Yep. Technically, Apex should actually outrank that, considering how it actually wasn't on Steam until very, very later into its lifespan, so I only have 1,000 hours on Steam, but on the EA Play app, I have so many more hours. But the main thing about it, again, is, yeah, this took up a lot of my college days when I couldn't be pussed to pay attention to my Zoom classes, I'll be honest with you. So I've played since the beta. I have sat through, the beta to seasons 1, 2, I'd say 2, all, like, seasons leading up to pre-release, season 1s, 2, 3, and whatever. I wasn't the most on all the time, so, like, if I go back to early access season 1. Okay, I don't think I played ranked up until maybe 2? No, yeah. Okay, early access season 2 is when I picked it up. Yeah, I got to play my favorite girl from the original game, Emma, all the time, and I've actually cosplayed her, which is the greatest thing, too. But, getting on from that, yeah, I just played all the time back then, and that's just how I've always led it. And quite frankly, I just, like, yeah, it is my comfort MOBA, as I put in my tweet leading up to it. Just so many days I spent, just chilling out, having so much fun in this game, so my normals, especially so, throughout. This was, like, all of these games were back during the beta days or so. I barely played any, I barely played any squads or so, even though that was the main game mode. That is the main game mode. Now it's just solos for me, and that's how ranked it was. But going on to this, that's just, you know, lots and lots of different changes. Alright, I want to try out lots and lots of different, lots and lots of different changes that have come around to Season 3. So I'll try my best to explain how Black Survival works for anybody that may be new to the series. So the main thing is that compared to, yeah, it is a MOBA Battle Royale. Main things to really consider with it is that you are, this is squads of 3, so like Apex Legends. There is respawns, so like any modern Battle Royale past Apex Legends, basically. You choose where you individually drop. Everybody individually drops somewhere on the map. And it has a few other MOBA systems that exist. You basically have augments, which are League of Legends runes. You have Tactical Skill, which is a summoner spell. And the big thing about it is that you have to craft all your equipment throughout the game. So think of it, well, I got nothing better. Compared to other MOBAs, to where you have to earn gold and then, you know, get to craft your items from there on, you actually have to just straight up craft all your items going on. Craft all your items from game to game to actually get your full build. Then you try to kill your enemies. That's how you get your credits, which is your gold equivalent, and make your gold items, your legendaries, your whatever stuff like that or so. It's a real big push and pull between looting aspect, so crafting is your big looting, and being able to maneuver around the map, of course, with your team. Because unlike the traditional ring, which closes in onto a certain circle and cuts off like far sides of the map, it has this game has restricted areas, which I'll be able to demonstrate later when I'm actually into the game. But it's a lot of information to process, but the main thing really here, especially so... Oh, hey, Calvin. Thank you for the 60-watt streak and the nerd comment. Thanks, brother. I really appreciate it. The main thing about it is it still boils down to be a Battle Royale MOBA at the end of the day. If you die early in Eternal Return, you actually aren't as punished because you do get respawns up until the mid-game, which is about the 10-minute mark, unironically, because most MOBAs nowadays, so like if you look at League or like Smite or whatever, they'll last about 20 to 40 minutes or so. You know, Dota can last as long as it freaking wants, so let's be real here. And, but Eternal Return keeps itself pretty low on how the games go, because of the night and day system, which is how you determine the ring closing, slash, you know, restricted areas as it's called in this game. Most games will not go, unless you go into basically what is overtime, more than 20 minutes at most. So you really get a full experience really quickly, and even if you get shut out pretty quick, it's not that bad, honestly. You can just queue in pretty fast. Now, because I haven't played in forever, I am just playing normals. I'm not playing ranked, because I don't want to toss my ranked in the ground, considering how I have not been keeping up with any season changes for, like, the past, like, 2 months or so. And quite frankly, that could be super detrimental to me, considering how, for the past 2 regular seasons, I have ranked in Mithril, which is, if you're not counting, you know, like, kind of like Apex Predator or, like, you know, like Overwatch Top 500 stuff or whatever, stuff like that, that is literally the highest normal rank that you can get in this game, which I pride myself on immensely. Because otherwise, you have to compete with everybody else in your server for top 500, top 200 for whatever stuff like that or so. I don't want to put that hustle in. I already achieved one of the highest natural ranks that you can get, and I am very happy with that result. You 100%ed auto expansion? Congratulations, Calvin! Congrats, B. So you can see here, the main thing is that I spawn in a certain area. Each area has specific loot that is only found in each one. So I can see I can only find paper in a few places, which would be this archery range, the temple, or the gas station nearby, everything like that. So I need to find specific items to make my these specific crafting materials to make my specific build targets. Because the main thing about Eternal Return is that the early game is all about being able to build your whole inventory of what is purple rarity items to begin with, essentially here, before you really do any fighting. Because otherwise, you are very, very weak. So you need to actually be able to, yeah, quite literally get all your equipment as soon as you can, so you can actually start work, so you can actually group up. Because kills, if you die early on, once again, you will respawn in the first games. Wait. Really? They took away the gems from Pond? Okay, well, that's another new thing I'm learning right now. So once I have everything here together, I'm going to want to start grouping up with my teammates and trying to find, you know, a safe place to be with them. Because, you know, once we get to group up, this is where the fun... this is where the fun begins. So, to keep things as simple as possible, just, yeah, loot what I can, get with my teammates, and just, you know, be the last team standing, as easy as it comes to. For my part, I am playing Nikki, to where, for anybody that's played any other game, for, like, any games, so, like, you know, League or whatever, stuff like this, the closest comparison I can give for Nikki is that I am basically playing Vi, if she was a bit more tankier. She has Vi's, you know, Vi's Q, she has Vi's ult. Basically, I have a parry. I have a parry that functions as the entire crutch of my kit. Oh, it's really just the Vi Q and Vi charge, Vi ult that I'm really working off of. But that's, you know, like, she's the closest game equivalent to it. But I'm very much so the main frontline, the main engage for my team here. So I'm looking to charge in, lock down somebody by pressing my ult, which is a point into a stun button, and try to dodge as much damage, or rather guard as much damage as I potentially can with my W, which will tank any damage. And if I do parry somebody, well, it's a parry. I get to retaliate against them, which serves as potentially 2 stuns. So any hits will do. It'll charge up my rage, which will let me deal more damage and increase my attack speed. And I am all about just staying in the fight constantly with my team. Okay, this is mildly annoying though. I need to get the heck out of here. Whatever. Fact is, even if we didn't have the best engagement, one member of our team's still alive, so yeah, I died in the first 6 minutes of the game, but as long as not all of us are wiped, we can still keep respawning. So you can see here, my teammate Bianca is still alive, so now my teammate Katja can respawn, and then I can respawn. And this will keep going for, once again, the first 10 minutes of the game is how many times you can get to respawn for free. The main thing that I need to really look out for is that at the start of every day-night cycle, which is every 4 minutes basically, global objectives will spawn, like you can see here, this meteorite, which is all about, what's his face? Which is all bigger pieces of, which is how you make bigger pieces of equipment. That's how you, hold on, trying to engage for my team right now. Brother, we almost had all of them. Ah, you still had your blink. Gosh darn it, that is actually super annoying. I can't believe you still had your blink. Well, you can't blink any further than this. Oh, you have your ult too. Well, it's not worth it in this case then. Let me get a parry off on this guy, and then point towards it. Yes! Get predicted! Oh, I'm gonna keep parrying towards you. Sucker. Come here! You don't get to escape from my team. Alright, well, you can see I'm just kind of going all in. We've just been fighting. But the main thing is every time you wipe people, you can get their equipment. So like any food stuff and whatever they have. But also crucially, hold on, I need to help my team a little bit here. Because we are drowning a little bit. Need to keep running. I have not been able to talk at all because the fighting has been non-stop. Okay, well, he didn't buy the parry bait. That's alright. Need to keep vision for my teammate, actually. That's that at least, but I need to just immediately stop this man before he can do anything to my boy. Stun this man here so I can buy time. Yeah, no, not good. I tried to play that a little bit better. Tried parrying through, but I am a bruiser, not a true tank for my team, so it didn't work out the best. Oh well. Another game might go better because I don't know if Bianca can really do much. Yeah, alright, fine enough. She respawned farther away and not immediately on us. Happens. Not the worst first game we had, good engagements, but maybe we shouldn't have kept fighting. I should have probably just peeled off until our Bianca respawned since we knew it was a 3v2. Oh well, first game back. Feeling out the Nikki changes considering they made it so that her parry isn't basically up to 90% damage reduction. So I really gotta get used to that, quite frankly, here. But you know, just trying things out. I want to keep trying out other things. So, of course, like, Katja is the newest character in the game. To try out change, I need to actually be able to build higher-end pieces of equipment. Like, I haven't been able to do anything with the shards, which is the higher end of weapons that you can build. Or just, you know, other character changes mostly throughout. So this is just going to be a learning experience back into Eternal Return. But the main thing that you saw there is that, yeah, since it's early on, we can keep fighting, but the biggest thing about it is kind of like with Evo shields from Apex, or just, you know, getting experience from any MOBA. The more that you fight, the more weapon experience is what you get, which fuels one of your skills. The more general experience that you get, which, you know, you need to level up and everything like that. And you want to be able to take your sustained fights in this game, especially so, but not get wiped, because otherwise you lead into situations where you just kind of, you know, we just lost our numbers and slowly dwindled out. It didn't also necessarily do the best for my team there too, but yeah, it's whatever enough. Yeah, like, back as soon as early access season 2, and then I mainly just played till gold, mostly because I didn't have any incentive otherwise than getting the cadet skins. Got lazy / school picked up during most of early access, so I missed a lot more skins then. But when when Eternal Return actually came out, I got up to Mythical in Season 1 and 2, which was wonderful times, Alright, let's try Irem, because Irem, or Irets, okay, yeah, Irets is actually a goated name, is a wonderful skin, and I want to try her out. Because I haven't played her, well, then again, I haven't played this game, you know, months, but new skin for her, and I really enjoy her, even if I kind of struggle sometimes with her bruiser, with her hit and run playstyle. So let's just see how it goes. We could be a full poke comp. We are going to be a full poke comp. Okay, I guess I'm going to be the most front line that we really have here at this rate, huh? Probably at that rate then, I need to, like, I probably want to give myself Strider or Shift. Nah, I think Shift's more important because it gives me attack range. So the main thing, once again, for newer viewers to Eternal Return in general, is that if you didn't keep up with it much during early access, or really know much else, we do have mainstay carryovers from different MOBAs, we have what is our main, we do have one skill that is shared between all the casts that they can use. Kind of like summoner skills. We have Blink, which is, you know, it's always going to be Blink no matter what. But there is a different flavor called Electric Shift, which I am going to be using for this game, to where it is a dash. So Blink is a blink. It goes through walls. But this one is a dash. It doesn't go through walls, but in exchange, it increases your basic attack range. So perfect for 80 carries or people who really need to make use off of a bigger attack range. So for me, I'm playing Irem with the Alex skin, Iretz. And if the best way to equate her is that she's this game's Nidalee in a way. You want to poke before you pounce in, quite frankly. Nidalee with a lot more committal CC. And yeah, a poke Nidalee, but instead of you having a spear that can go longer range, you have a ball that bounces. Which is better for crowd control more than anything, because it doesn't have the same kill power as a spear. Nowhere near the same kill power as Nidalee spears. But, you know, I'm still going to be transforming in between my regular form and what is my cat form as the main gimmick of my character. So I have 3 skills on both sides, on my regular and my cat form. And I'm going to be trying to abuse that advantage, of course, because that is my main, well, character. Yeah, my main character gimmick. I basically have Nidalee Pounce. I have a few different jumps in this matter and everything like that. Okay, that doesn't root me. The main thing is that I can get in and I can poke before committing into a fight, which is once again how my exact character kit is going to function throughout. I want to be able to safely poke and get enemies weakened. Anytime I hit them with any of my primary poke abilities, I will be getting extended attack range in my regular human form, which is why I'm taking Electric Shift, so I can abuse that. Extra attack range fact. Then once I am confident enough to go in, that's when I switch to my regular form, switch to my cat form, and go in because I have a little bit more CC and a little bit more damage on that regard. Alright, so almost fully built. I just need leather, which I'll get guaranteed from killing an animal. Perfect. Fully built up. So now, it is all about finding food for myself. That and getting the new items for my next build target. Main thing that you'll be seeing here, compared to other MOBAs once again, is that since you are building stuff on the fly, as the main looting mechanic of this game, I am looking to always keep my inventory of 10 at the bottom right filled at all times, as that will be, as these are all the crafting ingredients that I need to get to my next item breakpoints. Because unlike League or whatever, to where, yeah, your item components will give you small buffs or whatever, stuff like that or so, nah, these are just dead items in my inventory until I craft them to be something better, which will be my legendary items. So my crafting recipes are in the top right, as you can see here. I'm trying to get items to get to that point before I really do anything else as my primary objective here. So this is still early game looting that I'm really committing myself to, of just farming up wild animals and everything like that or so, finding items that will be useful to my builds later, until I really group up with my team. Usually at this point, when it gets to nighttime, is when you would want to be grouping up with your team. Because Eternal Return is, well, it used to be a solos game, but it is not a solos game anymore. So it is all about finding your teammates, getting with them as soon as possible, and taking your 3v3s. Now, I am playing it very, very close to the edge right here, but I was pretty safe considering nobody had vision, because every area has this console which you can get vision from. And, well, if I died early game, that's 5 seconds that I'm out. So the main gimmicks, once again, behind my character is that I want to be hitting people with my Q, as that will be extending my attack range, or if I jump, then I'll be extending my attack range, which gets me a extended basic attack, and helps, like, it really helps me. Ooh, wait, you have Electric Shift. You can't actually go over the wall. Nice. Let's be careful. Let's not fully commit until I know what enemies are here. You can see here, I am waiting to charge my team since I have forms of CC. But primarily, I'm trying to weave in and out of these fights carefully, making sure that I can, you know, take up enough damage and get the fight going for my teammates once again. If I can CC one enemy, then that's all that I need to do. I CC one, it allows the rest of my team to start going in, and we just, you know, kind of cascade from damage, because everybody in my team is backline damage. I am the only technical frontliner, and more than anything, I'm a bruiser. So because of that, I really can't tank as much as I'd like to. Just trying to be wary of what my own character strengths are, and trying not to overextend myself on that end. Alright, let us go. Main thing too is, if you are catching note of this, a lot of my stuff is consumables in my inventory here. Because of a few unique systems in this game, which are all about eating. You need to make food to eat and water or drinks to, well, drink. Because you don't, because since there's no nexus or, you know, fountain to return to for healing otherwise, you have to be making use of the water. Oh, yeah, you have to be eating food to get health regen, water for mana regen, etc, etc, etc. Stuff like that altogether. And because of that, and because of the lack of these finer systems, technically, rather. Hold on. Nice, I got the back line. Now I need to get out enough. Okay, I am living with 20 health, with 200 health. Good engage from me once again. I am serving my role very well for the team here. But the main thing, going back to that once again, is, you need to just be checking food and health at all times, because that is, unless you have lifesteal or a way to get health otherwise, there is really not that much other of a way to get to get health yeah, in that side. Okay, I am gonna be tanking up way too much than I expected, so I need to get out. I tanked enough for my team. Please finish off the wound! Oh, nice try. I took a lot more damage than I really expected to, and then my teammates were very much more in. I disengaged way faster. That's all good. That's all good. And teammate. But, getting back to it is all about, you need to be checking food at all times because you are getting HP 5, HP regen, when you are eating it. And that is the closest that you can really get. Did Eternal Return just crash on me? I think it did. It's not the best when it comes to my streaming either, I gotta say. Because last time I remember trying to stream Eternal Return back in November, it just kind of bricked on me completely. But, going back to this. Unless you have lifesteal or a skill that gets you health in your kit, there's no fountain to hearth to. You can rest in this game, which is your character sitting down and getting huge HP regen, but of course you can't rest while in combat. And so, food and water is your main source of staying alive. There is heal cut, there is grievous wounds, there is heal cut built into lots of equipment to counter this exactly, but otherwise, that is the only way that you are keeping your health up. Otherwise in these games, and you need to keep that going. So food is always a premium benefit, because if you and an enemy are fighting, and they have, you know, 10 health per second, that's still going to be 50 health over 5. That's still going to be 100, 200, and you know how close MOBAs go when it comes to games of inches in being able to sustain your food economy. So yeah, it's a pretty big deal here. I haven't really been able to actually get to showcase how later a game of Eternal Return should be able to go. So it's a little harder for me to get to actually showcase how Eternal Return really gets to shine, because I just keep dying in the early game. It's like dying before the ring even closes to begin with in Apex or in any other Battle Royale. Is this a survival MOBA Battle Royale? Yes, it is exactly that. It is a cross between a MOBA and a Battle Royale. It is Season 3 of it so far. And, well, yeah, it's been pretty stable. Season 3 only started, like, what, a week, 2 weeks ago or so? The main things with it is that, as opposed to the regular looting side of things in Battle Royales, where you have to find, like, your guns, equipment, like in PUBG, Apex, whatever, you are literally crafting your core build path. So instead of just, like, yeah, having to farm, like, you will be farming up wild animals, you'll be farming, battling against other players naturally, of course, but you are trying to build your main course of items first and foremost, before you start grouping up and playing with your team of trios, because it is a trios-only game, so like Apex. It carries over a lot of other core MOBA tenets, though, so you have augments, which are League of Legends rune systems, you have tactical skills, so that is your summoner skills, for instance, everything like that or so, and there is still the Battle Royale side of things, of restricted areas, global map objectives. So you have meteorites, Tree of Lives, that's right, Apex care packages, or PUBG supply drops dropping on the map that are announced all together, and just going on and on from that. It's a very, very interesting combination of a game that works pretty well in concept, all things considered. Now, as for me, I very much so am a veteran of this game, been playing it since early access season 2, but, I'd say that's 2020, but I haven't played ever since, like, December of last year, 2020. So I am trying to feel out the meta shift, I'm trying to feel out the new characters, and also just trying out new skins for people that I have. Now, my first 2 games tonight haven't necessarily gone the best. We've died before the 10-minute mark, which is the halfway mark here, so not the best, but I am playing normals instead of ranked, because I don't want to taint my mithril rank, which is, you know, the highest rank that you can achieve, if you're not counting the top 500, top 200 in each region, because that is the tryhard range. I enjoy this game, but not enough to try hard on that level. So the main thing here is that everybody gets to choose their own location on where to drop on the map, and then it is a mad dash to get to these loot bins, to where we are trying to get all our pieces of equipment to, you know, exactly so, grab our starting roof to begin with, because you are insanely weak in this game, like in the early game, unless you get any actual meat on the bones for your opening items. You are struggling so much, because kind of like on any MOBA, so if you don't build your boots, you're always just going to be at that MS disadvantage against everybody else, and then you just start drowning, because they can always outrun you, you can't outrun them, everything like that. Same principle goes here. Why would you fight anybody in the first 2 seconds when you're doing 5 damage versus doing 33 if you just take 10 more seconds to build your item, right here, as you can see, for example. So it is all about big shifts in tempo and everything like that, for instance, when it comes to really making your items, trying to get your entire build going before you start grouping up and fighting enemies. Because for me, I am full build within 2 minutes, which is record-breaking time, considering how they tried to cut down from having everybody make their builds in 3 areas to 2 areas, in 3-4 areas to 2, more often than not now, which is pretty decent, all things considered, you know, season changes going on, and I'm very happy about that, as a seasoned player of this game. But that's when I can actually start trying to find enemies to brawl with here. So the main thing is, once again, being a Battle Royale, it'll be last man, or rather last team standing. It is trios only, as compared to the early access days. So we are looking at 8 teams of 3, so 24 people altogether. And let me get to my Zahir. I don't know if you're going to survive long enough, mate. Well, I'm doing a lot of work for you, Chief. I don't have the MS for this, do I? Potentially. I actually might cut you off. There you are, gotcha. Come here. Ooh! Get hit! Help. Oh! My charge would have worked too. Get her! I didn't have my Q on cooldown. Gosh darn it, that was actually a throw. That was actually such a throw from me. Okay, that's totally fine. Where is our Elena? She's still building. Okay, whatever. It's an early game. I actually ran out of the food that I was talking about needing to be a premium to build. But the fact is, I got 1 kill, which is pretty decent, all things considered. That is still experience that I'm getting overall. Fact is, you can die early game without that much consequence, as long as your entire team doesn't die, which is the big difference here. Let me just sit down, get some health back real quick before I start engaging on this bear. I could have played that fight just a little bit better if I waited for my Q cooldown. I actually just didn't realize that it was off cooldown. If it was, I would have been able to actually kill that, Tia. But hindsight's 20/20. Still decent though. That's one early game kill, so that's going to be fueling my future endeavors. And now it's just going back to farming. So you can see here, I'm trying to keep myself very active and attuned to everything going on, but there's a whole host of things that you have to keep up with Eternal Return. For beginners, all that you need to worry about is this day-night cycle at the top, which will dictate whenever global objectives spawn primarily. So at the start of the new day, a few globals will spawn around the map, which can lead to better build items. Crucially is your main thing. They can lead into letting you make what is commonly referred to in the community as transitions. So you can see there's a meteorite here. This can allow my teammates to transition from their starting items to a better item that has better stats, or an exclusive passive that they would only be able to get from said item or so. So we are always going to be trying to traverse as a team on that end, and trying to, well, get these rare materials, get these transitions for my teammates. That way, you know, like in any good MOBA, you're always going to fight at an advantage now, never at a disadvantage. See, somebody is approaching my teammate here. I'm just trying to poke at the moment. Draw what attention that I can. That was a bad dash. So I'm just primarily trying to poke the enemy out here. This is actually a pretty good hit I got my primary engage going. Okay, well, not going to be able to pursue the Yan, which is their front line anymore, so I need to peel back to this back line here. Nice! Got the kill from afar. I'm getting sniped by their Kacha, but doesn't really matter. I have my teammates with me, so we can finish that off nice and easy enough. So you can see here, with my teammate, Elena, getting the meteorite, she now has a gold item, which is wonderful for our cause. Because now she can really start doing a little bit more damage, have a little bit more CDR, just have a little bit more power, all things considered, is really where the meat and the bones of everything comes out to be. Now you can see here, the other thing to really consider in this game is crafting. You will always be looking to craft better, what's his face? Is this crafting system here. You're always going to be crafting better items, and so we can use the credits that we get from, exactly so, from destroying our enemies in these kiosks. Anytime we kill enemies or do global objectives such as farming, we get these, which we can call in for crafting materials and redeem them for super rare items, like more meteorites or the Tree of Life that I redeemed to get a better weapon. Exactly so. So the main thing is that with every day-night cycle, we are going to have a new rotation of what is called restricted areas. They are the ones marked in red on the map. So anytime anytime restricted items do come around, restricted areas do come around. Hold on. Oh, and it's going in. Good kill. This goes good as gone. Watch your timers, everybody. Watch your timers. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Main thing is that, as opposed to regular range sides, restricted areas in this game are restricted areas in this game exactly so. Only like put a finite timer on you, so you can see I have 8 seconds left, and if you linger for too long, then that's when you actually wind up and die. You blow up, there's no chance of reviving you from there on, etc, etc. Okay, did I go too far in? Into my team? Not yet. Not that I don't think. Oh, I'm just going in over here, just trying to protect the back line primarily. Hello. Are you going in a little too far, sir? No, we are just getting outflanked hard. Okay, well, now's my time to just disengage. Yeah, I just got flanked by the Yon. Alright, I can run for a little bit. My teammates are going to revive, and we're actually finally made it past the 10-minute mark, which is where we're going to get into the later stage of the game. So we've been able to revive naturally so far without any problems, just as long as the entire team has been wiped. But as you get to the second half of the game, the main crux is that we're going to have to use those credits that we've been spanning for so long with, that we've been using to craft our better pieces of equipment and gear to actually revive our teammates. So it causes a push-pull of, you want to be able to fight, get whatever weapon mastery and stats that you can early, but as the game goes on, you need to be, you know, careful enough, picking your fights actually carefully, and making sure that you don't overextend to where you bleed out, and then you're going to be at a character disadvantage for the rest of the game. Because there's mainly 3 phases that Eternal Return matches go through. You have auto-revive, you have credit revival, and then you have, you know, basically what is the end game. We went through auto-revive, which is the first 10 minutes of each Eternal Return game, to where, yeah, you get to be revived for free upon death. There's no real big, there's really no big disadvantage between you not playing the game for 30 seconds. It's pretty nice and relaxed. Now we get to credit revival, to where usually you only want to be using your credits for making better items and everything like that. But if a teammate dies at this stage, now you have to be using credits to revive them, which can set you back, but you'd rather not be at a character disadvantage. Then we get to another 10 minutes later, we get into, you know, just what you could technically call is just the entire late game, to where nobody can be revived anymore now. So that's where the ring starts closing in. I didn't get to actually expand upon it because it got interrupted by all of our fighting, but any area that's marked in red here on the map, as you can see, those are called restricted areas, which is all about, what's his face, which cannot be accessed anymore unless you want to burn your crucial timer. Because everybody only gets 15 seconds, I'm pretty sure, to start, 20 seconds to start the game with the newest Season 3 patches, and the only way that you get restricted timer back is if you get revived after, you know, being dead, or if you kill an enemy. So it's a really big emphasis on playing aggressively, and, you know, you can sacrifice your timer if you want to, exactly so, be a little bit more aggressive. But it comes at that risk of, sometimes you need to run through a restricted area to, to get to your team safely, or to, yeah, keep engaging in a fight. So we took that fight, got the extra 2 kills there, for instance, but it did come to the fault of half of our restricted timer. So we just gotta weigh pros and cons of that. Was that worth it? Was that not worth it? Etc, etc. Thank goodness I have wards, as I can just check the enemies here. It's 2 knockups, but not exactly what I wanted here. Oina can keep drawing space. I need to get on the back line. Oh, but I just got knocked all the way back. Okay, it's still fine. We got 1. Need to get on the Katja. I got what I wanted! Huge! Trying to revive our Elena. There we go. Alright, 3v3. That is pretty great, all things considered, for us. I'm going to put wards here in just a second. And we can keep fighting on. Nice, 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 nice stuff. I was able to just poke, be annoying, primarily, and crucially not die, so that my frontliner, Elena, to just cause problems. Then our Zahir, which is our primary backline, just went untouched that entire time, and we just kind of bled them out slowly but surely. Pretty good fight, all things considered. Now we get Omega for free, which is kind of like a Baron Nasher in a way, if you want to equate it like that. And we just, you know, we continue to be winning at the moment here, quite frankly. And now I have another item to my build, which is wonderful to see, of course. But we actually need to move because we have no restricted timer. Actually looking at it here.
I heard you can find people. Find my friends too?
They don't want to linger too much when there's no timer left. Otherwise, we can't just straight up die. We did get a lot of timer for killing that enemy team, but you don't want to be caught out of the ring, or out of a restricted area, rather, when you have no timer. Because unlike most rings, once again, in other MOBAs, to where, oh, you'll just take chip damage or so. No, once that timer reaches 0, you just straight up die. So, you have to be very, very cautious and wary about that. Alright. So I have 400 credits, and everybody else has a really good amount of credits too. So we're going to look to craft and make our late game item breakpoints, because we haven't been able to so far. Look at all this farm. You'll love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty good, pretty good. Here, I'll probably make a Tatstone module to start. That way I can help out our team, since I'm providing us Omni Siphon with my Tatstone model. My teammates have their own turn of crafting, and then we see how we go on from here. So 4 teams, so 3 enemy squads left. I'm gonna hope I can craft my Tree of Life before the enemies come around is the main thing here. As there is Witch, I am running out of orbs. Alright, well, my poke damage is way too much for them, quite frankly, right there. I just kind of got the poke for free, and these guys are kind of bleeding out. So I just kind of single-handedly won this fight, quite frankly, here. Heck yeah! Alright, that's pretty decent, all things considered, Chief. Oh, we are doing pretty good. So now we can try to turn our sights towards Wickline, which is basically the Baron Nashor of this game. You get her, you get a nice burning damage buff that will last for 2 minutes. And, well, she is the late game objective that you want to be gunning for at all times, if you are uncontested by the enemy. I'm going to trust that there's nobody around here. Which, if I step on your trail, can you get angry at me? Thank you. I'm gonna kill this bat so I can get the ward from it real quick. Then I'm just trying to tank what I can with my character's shields, since our frontline Oino is just lagging a little bit. No fault of her own, which I too is still trying to loot up. Alright, good. We got Wit buff, so now we are going to be uber powerful, and none of the others, actually the other 2 squads are just fighting by themselves, so that is even better, quite frankly. We get Wit to ourselves, I get to be fully built up, and this is ridiculous. Because now we can just have a nice clean 1v1, and hopefully just beat the enemies, just through sheer virtue of we have better gear and the endgame buff that everybody would ever want. So you can see there, once again, not only did we get that buff, but I also got VF Blood, which is, once again, another transition item that you want to be building towards. So I'm very, very happy with what we've got, all things considered so far. And, well, I'm pretty confident with our chances going into the late game. Now it's just all about setting up for what would potentially be the final area here, which means we're getting things like getting wards, creating traps, etc., etc., etc. Things that can just, once again, help our survival for the late game. I'm trying to mark to my teammates here that the enemy is spotted down here. The Wit buff only lasts for 2 minutes, so that is the primary breakpoint on how, and anytime you deal damage, you just deal an additional small dot of damage, which is the primary thing that I'm trying to take advantage of right now. We have an additional damage source, So that is what I want to be able to help influence. A great freeze from our Elena right there. Trying to help our Zahir before he dies. Great peel from me. And this should hopefully be a done deal. Because yeah, 2v1 now. Since I was able to peel well enough for our Luke. The Luke off of our Zahir, our backline. That is pretty good. Just trying to make sure our Zahir doesn't take a 1v1 by himself. So now we can get our Elena for free. And, well, this game's pretty done and dusted, quite frankly, here. Infinite move speed. Ooh, good dash, but not enough. Alright, well, we take those, ladies and gentlemen. That wit buff really helped out, and Elena getting a huge freeze was pretty nice. But primarily, Luke got to get on our Zahir, but I was able to peel for him well enough. And we come out on top, because if they traded, this could have been a dicier game. Considering how it would have potentially just been a 1v1 with me versus Katja. I had better poke, I feel, so I think I might have been able to just muscle her out over time. But, fact is, I kept my Zahir alive, which really just led to our win. So, pretty happy with that for a return game to Eternal Return. Granted, that was after 2 losses, but hey, 1-3 ain't bad, especially for having not played since, like, December, November, quite frankly. Feels pretty good, feels pretty good. I am very happy with that right there. You can see, as everybody kept going on, yeah, a lot of people had their late game equipment, especially so. So it all just came down to making sure that you are always staying on top of your builds, on top of, staying on top of your builds, staying on top of everything that you are doing when it comes to the map objectives, to your teammates, and just pretty good team fighting for me at the end of the game there, with keeping a good eye on frontline and backline, diving in when I could, but helping my backline for when it was necessary. Great stuff, great stuff. So let me redeem my battle pass stuff, basically. Wonderful. And see what I get here. There is. Ooh, oh, never mind. We got our, we got a 2-pop. Is it nice enough battle pass? 2 backline, eh? Alright then, I am probably going to want to be... We can try Estelle, maybe, is what I'm thinking, to help out our team then. That, or I could try Kenneth, because that's why I haven't really gotten to try him out too much. He's the second newest character, and I didn't play him at all during release, really. Or rather, yeah, I just didn't get to play him at all. So let's see how he works. Because I think I have an inkling of his kit. And it's normals anyway. I shouldn't fuss myself too much, considering it's not ranked. If it was ranked, I'd probably just default back to Elena or Nikki, since they were the main lines that I used to play, and Elena is a much better face tank than Nikki, who's a bruiser, more than anything. Especially with the recent changes to her. But, I'll just see how things go. Need to try out the new characters. I really do like Katja, the newest marksman. I think I just really like any of the sniper rifle characters. Quite frankly, I felt like a good affinity with all of them. Bernice, Theo, Katja's felt pretty good. And then I was that troll back then who used a sniper rifle Aya, even though she is very much so a throw pick more than pistol or AR by wide share of the imagination. But getting on to that, yeah, new characters, still trying to figure them out. Like, yeah, but see how they play. Katja feels pretty simple enough. Quite frankly, she's got, you know, a nice, pretty long-range ultimate that tracks on, so kind of like Phoenix ult from Heroes of the Storm. She's got Ashbird, and she gets to cycle her ammo with both of her skills, which is pretty nice. Okay, read Kenneth's stuff, because I actually don't know what he does. True damage, 2 knockups. Do I play him slightly like 8 shots in a way then? I just need to figure him out. Main thing is that he is an axe character, And you can break down a lot of characters in Eternal Return just by the weapon that they primarily use, which is a really good benchmark to help newbies. And usually, especially so for ATS characters, you are sustained damage. You need to stay in the fight. So looking at his W, which seems to just primarily be, yeah, shield myself, reduce damage, and does damage to enemies as long as I can stay in combat, since it keeps getting extended over basic attacks. Alright, yep, just be a frontline, stay in combat for as long as possible, and just keep that buff constantly going. So, okay, I can kind of see how that goes, and it quickly decays otherwise. Yep, pretty par for the course, I feel. My Q is a knock-up. It has a wind-up. Copy that. So just trying to, like, feel out the idiosyncrasies of the kit. Don't need the word. What else do I currently need? Do I need an ATS still? Wait, seriously? I could have gotten one back at the fire station. Alright, fire station to stream then. A little awkward. Oh, good, all good though. Gotta figure out new characters anyway. Need to see if I can attack cancel my W. I don't have any attack speed is the primary thing here, it feels like. So I just need to feel that out. You already have your purples, and I could die. Yep, alright, well that's my own fault. I kind of did farm a little bit more rather than actually doing much. So, it's okay. Early game, don't really care. Give me the fire station so I can actually get the rest of my items. Hello, scrap metal. Hello, ATS. Perfect. Actually, probably could have pressed F to survive, thinking about it now, but kind of just was like, I'll take my fate. I just need a feather, so I could even potentially get that from a, what's his face? From a bird. Or these wolves, depending on. Nope. Well, there's gonna be the chickens just in school, so I could potentially get it from there. But I am getting decent enough lifesteal, it seems like, just from attacking the enemies outright. So it doesn't seem like the worst game plan to start off on. But then again, I am an ATS character, so I will be primarily lifestealing otherwise. Not exactly what I wanted out of that right there, I'll be honest, Chief. I'm trying to peel for our Theo, but I guess I gotta go into the backline instead. Oh well. 3v2. Not doing much there, and I still need to actually get my feather, so I'll probably just buy it with my kiosk at that point then. Oh well. It is 4 minutes in. Still early enough, no big fuss. I'm still getting good mastery points off of it primarily still, which, once again, I'm not going to fuss over.
No more mistakes.
Could actually potentially get my feather from here.
Be careful this time.
Yes, there we go. Perfect.
I don't think I have a knack for making things.
Now I can finish off my build, which is wonderful to see.
Right. This is good enough.
Make myself some food now.
Pretty cool, huh? I know.
And let's see what we can do. Alright, I need to get food primarily, but let's help our Katja if I can. So, let's read up on this. Swings outs forward, still damage, airborne stuns, spinning attack. So just airborne twice over, so it's really just disruption more than anything that I'm getting out of my Kenneth ult. Which is what I want to keep my eyes on. Copy that, Chief. Otherwise... don't have to carry the leather with me. Let's go ahead and shed some food. Rest raids. I get recovery. And so basically just deal damage with my attacks, get passive stats. Those passive stats then can translate to, what's his face? Then can translate to healing. So that's why I'm healing so much. Copy that. Good to know, good to know. Alright, well, I kind of have a better idea on what I'm trying to get now out of my character kit. Good to know, good to know. No animals here. I need to start possibly looking at what I can get out of my transition items, since I'm only really built for 2 things. So I guess it necessarily ain't the worst thing ever. I don't know, do I get Sylvia nearby?
Giving it a
Oh.
good use.
Enemies up top there. Is my Theo gonna craft?
Do this.
He is, so just stay back for the moment. Let him craft with his meteorite if he wants. I'll just get the kiosk for us to get some vision. And we'll see what we can span on from here. I feel like Kenneth's problem would be actually engaging. Because until then, I'm just kind of going to be drowning otherwise. Our Katja just died on the flank. We were kind of looking at ours, but Theo just couldn't get his proc off, so kind of sucks. His root proc. That's just whatever. Sylvia's coming. Just absorbing what I can, but our Theo got drowsied. I can't help him anymore past that. So I just need to get the heck out of here.
Be careful this time.
Random places for no reason.
Gotta keep filling things out. I still don't know exactly how Kenneth's exact game plan wants to go. I'm guessing it just all revolves around getting up to like 5 stats and then maybe using your Q at that rate then. But I gotta keep playing around with this boy. Main thing though is that I don't want to linger around in this area too long.
My turn.
I'm waiting for my teammates to really come back with me. Alright, get vision. Both my battleliners are about to respawn, so maybe we can get this global here.
Okay? Be careful this time.
Total up like W, I'm guessing, is probably the most important thing to really recognize. Did it say it provided cooldown reduction? I need to read this. Because, you know, reading your character skills would really help out with me. It's total attack power rate right there. I don't need the mithril myself. So I'll let my carries get it, potentially. We'll go on from here. The archery has... Never mind, archery does not have an alpha. We can go to beach, and then potentially keep spanning on from here. Unless my boys need some... What's his face then? Some food it looked like, potentially. Are you winning? Trying my best, Calvin. I can say that confidently, at least. Yeah, it looks like it will just be all around using my 5 stats with my Fury Strike, is my guess here.
You should at least help with this.
Katja's getting it. Never mind, her drone did not actually finish getting it.
Am I the one observing this time?
Interesting.
They locked me
I
up
suppose we're just going to wait around for the what's-his-face then. Oh, there's 2 teams, there's 2 teams. Hold on, we can third-party this. Ooh, get interrupted, 11! Get out of here! Rotate this. They died before the 10-minute mark, which is unfortunate, but hey, beggars can't be choosers.
Get everything you need.
Let's get what we can.
Alright? You only got one take now.
I can take that meteorite, and I think I would like to. Decent knockups from me right there. Trying to really just hone in on this Irem so she can't really play with her team. But my backline just kind of petered out. Yeah, dude, we just didn't, like, they just couldn't do much once Vanya walked up, and, like, I have 2 interrupts. I don't know about that, but it's normal. I'm not gonna really worry about team comp too much. Feeling it out, though, feeling it out. Kenneth, I don't know if I particularly vibe with his skill set. I don't think I really got a fair chance to vibe with his moveset, but he feels, you know, a little slow, and granted, he seems to just be best at being a sustained fighter. more than anything, and just really just being being a disruptor. Yeah, just being a sustained fighter more than a disruptor is what I was trying to say. But that isn't necessarily how I usually like to play the game. I like to have lots of ways to help support my team through crowd control or other things. So, probably just not my type of character. And even if that was, a one and done that I had with him, I had to try him out. So, main thing is, I did get out of the battle pass another skin data bots, and that is 10 boxes. So we can gacha on stream, actually, everybody. Not much, honestly, here. That is made, Emma, but I already have you, my love. Jenny skin. Bartender loot, I already have a loot skin. Little Sailor 11, I already have an 11 skin. That's fantastic. I didn't necessarily want that stuff. I'll just disassemble the things that I already have to begin with. We have fragment systems in this game, which is kind of like, shards for League of Legends, I will say. But actually, but I already have skins for the characters I primarily want to play here, so I don't necessarily know about, and know how I feel about that last, what's his face? That last, skin opening set. I mean, well, actually, I do know what to feel about it. It felt very, very underwhelming. Alright. I think I'm actually going to use the restroom real quick before I go on to my next round of matches, so, yeah. Let's do that real quick. I'll be right back, everybody. Alright, everybody, I am back. Well, while I'm waiting in queue this time around, how is everybody doing today? For me, I'm looking forward to just pretty good weekend, hopefully, all things considered. I've got a lot of fun things to really do, from a little date night with the miss. I'm having a date night with Flanny later. And by later, I mean 2 days from now, Saturday night. I'm looking to a Halo Infinite collab with a bunch of my friends otherwise, which will be really just chill, fun, all things considered. And, what else? And, well, I also had my anniversary with Flanny, actually thinking about it too. I have her, so, our anniversary is on the 11th, but I'm gonna be dating with her already on the 9th. Which is gonna be wonderful, wonderful little things. Just the small little things in life, which you can be the happiest about, you know? Alright. Don't know why I picked Daniel. Because of how last game went, with, us not getting the best chance to with me having such a slow time being Kenneth, and just being the front line and really not vibing with his moveset. I'm just saying, screw it, I'm being an assassin, I want to go in. Quite frankly, with how slow Katja is, if you can get a pretty good dive as Daniel, and just even travel with her with your masterpiece, your R, your chain R, basically, then I'm just going to be able to destroy everybody. If there's Katjas in the lobby, there's 3 of them, that's fine enough by me. I mean, granted, that is my entire purpose as the assassin of the team. Because we have Marcus, who's gonna frontline. Fiora, you know, she's gonna be, well, it's Fiora. It's the fencer in any MOBA here. You are a burst bruiser. So, well, you're more of a burst assassin. I'm gonna be real cheap. More than anything. We'll just see how things go. Sorry if you hear me on the mic, by the way. I am crunching some ice. But I'm looking forward to a pretty relaxing weekend, all things considered. Just gonna have, yeah, fun with my friends on the nighttime. I got family stuff planned for the morning and everything like that. And in between, I am working on cosplay to great effect, if I do say so myself. I'm working on 15 3D designs for a bunch of the stuff, for a bunch of my things that will need it going on. So like my Pokemon Hatsune Miku cosplays that I am working on, for instance, is one of them, etc, etc. And just constantly going on from there. Okay, got everything what I wanted, so now I can actually just go straight to pond. Yeah, the fact that a lot of things got changed around, so it's 2 zones basically, is so nice, I got to admit. Right. To pond that we go, because 2-3 zones is going to feel so nice for just my rotations going on. And also just like, you know, for whenever I do get back around to the actual competitive lobbies, it will feel, I feel like things will just flow a lot, just a lot faster, and encourage a lot more chill, happy lobbies. Now, whether or not that's a good thing, we'll just have to wait and see, quite frankly. But, you know, more action that's going to engage everybody more than anything, you know? Okay, I actually need to get the flowers too, should have checked that first, but it's whatever. Because now I can get my Carno on, and then I just need the piano wire, which I can go to stream or the police station for. Good. Good. So keeping up with it. So yeah, I'm just playing Daniel, who is your quintessential dive assassin. You dash in, you hit somebody with a skill, it empowers your base attacks. You're just looking to hit somebody hard, hit them fast, and, you know, yeah, just straight up nuke somebody beyond existence. My W puts a mark on enemies, which lets me travel with them with my ultimate at all times. I should have checked the gear stats on everybody right then and there, because that Felix actually was not bulked at all. But it's normal. I really shouldn't be looking to bully anybody. I should just get full build. And just, you know, go on from there. If it was ranked, that would be an entirely different story. I would gladly kill you, because you are free pickings, and you sign yourself up to be a slow build character at that rate then. But, especially with how much smaller of a category Eternal Return is compared to any other MOBA, considering how this game primarily has a Korean population, and like North America, for instance, or rather just any other server, is nowhere near the same popularity as Korea. We need to get any new players that we can get. Not that we are a drowning game, but you know, we could use a lot more interaction on that side. Alright, make my food so that I'm good to go with my teammates then. I have 12 stats of food, basically. So I think I'm way more than prepared. Let's get with our teammates then. You already got a kill, which is nice. And she died, but then again, you know, she was already at low health. And she just got third-partied by an entire goddamn team, so I actually cannot fault her. Alright, fair enough. Gonna grab my farm here, and then I'll probably group up with Marcus. Fiora's coming with me. Copy that.
Be careful this time.
In that case, then, let's go ahead and grab the rest of our farm and see how things go, because it's still only 4 minutes in. No big deal. Grab the... Oh my goodness, I missed. Grab the big boys up here. I really feel like one big thing that I really do enjoy out of the new season of Eternal Return here is the increased animal spawns. Because sometimes, you really do feel like you just are drowning out of pressure if you don't have any animals to really farm or do much off of otherwise. And so just being able to find a little bit more on the map that generates a little bit more credits and everything like that, that does feel pretty nice, I will say. Still have food. Marcus is respawning in time for this stuff here. Oh, should be good. And even if an enemy comes around, we have more than enough vision.
Be careful this time. Don't hurry up. Get everything you need first.
Everybody's grouped up at the bottom, which means we just get all the farm at Alley for free. Yeah, we're not gonna really get to engage in kills too much, unfortunately, on that end. But it's okay, because free farm. Okay, the wolves haven't respawned yet. Fact is, like, you know, you're going to be getting farm one way or another from teammates, from enemies, from teammates, anything like that or so. So it's just good. So it's just still good in general to just get your farm up, get that farm going, everything like that. Good stuff there. I will save up to get my Chain of Thorns because I need to get heal cut. First things first. Sorry, that or... Yeah. Get heal cut first, because a Mithril I can save up for my Fragile Arch.
Perfection come to life.
Right. Going on from here. So that's what I wanted. I'd rather group up with Marcus still. We are separated, and being separated is a no-go, especially for how we are. I will be honest, I used the Ron skills out of order right there. Alright. Going on the back line. Oh, nice enough. We got their back line, yeah, well over right there. And that is a full team kill. Hey, I'm not going to complain about that.
Just the beginning. Action is our specialty.
20 seconds, so we're going to try to get to this battle zone, potentially here. Unless our Marcus wants to get our... unless Marcus wants to load up otherwise. Like, it's free, Marcus. We could potentially look at it. Nah, just get out. Oh well. We can still get some value out of things here. Because even though we couldn't get the battle zone, which would have been a potential global we could fight for mastery points even too, we still do get alpha, which will, you know, once again, be a global that we can fight for. I'll take those drones for us for the meantime, at least. We can just keep going. So we're sitting at 11, 10, and 12 for current mastery, which is pretty good. Marcus is getting dived on. I did my job. I got the kill that I needed, so that's great. Did my job as an assassin pretty well. And now we dive back in, potentially. I have no health, though, but Marcus did more than enough. And since I was able to assassinate Ava, that is, once again, my job completely done. Great! And I even got the dash in front, too. Ooh, baby! Am I actually doing pretty decent as Daniel?
But your breathing is key.
Pretty happy. Happy gaming. I will sat for another cam right there, I feel. We still have more than enough health. And yeah, we have a lot of credits now after taking the neutral, alpha, and also the, successful fight on the Battle Zone team. So we can keep spinning on. Get a little bit more advantage off of this.
My next customer.
Good. So then I can make my Carnawan. Just go on from there. Here we are. I'm gonna be a very, very happy camper.
Simple branches.
Now I just need to get a knife from the stool.
Not expecting.
Now, why is there a knife at the stool? That's something maybe you don't want to necessarily get asked. Right, I need to just craft this straight up. I can get with the Fiora.
Restricted area.
Right, on the way, girl. So I'm hitting a pretty good power spike. I don't think we're gonna be able to contest this meteorite. Also, my pathing got screwed up a little bit right there. Ah! I got out! No, he blinked for me! He blinked for me! Oh, well. My teammates might have this. I might. It looks like he definitely does. Nice stuff, boy. Nice. What? I still did my job of engaging on them. It got them all frazzled, and hey, we won! So, yeah, I might have suffered a little bit there, but still pretty successful, all things considered. And I even get a trap out of a claymore, and I get to use the meteorite out of that. Great! You know what? We will take that fight and a half. I am, once again, happy gaming. Good. I have a pretty stacked loadout, all things considered, so now we can just keep spinning on. 4 teams still left. So, pretty healthy in that regard. Seems like all the farm's gone from here, though. Not all of it, but we have gas station to go to next. I don't think I'll be getting a 4-star, so I'll probably just be looking at... what's his face? Probably get a attack module first. I could have gotten my Laurel Wreath, a little bit more armor pen, and that might have honestly been the better choice. But I love getting the tactical modules more. It just is a little bit better since I feel like I can make better use out of the actives out of them when they come to. Alright, follow our Marcus. He's going for the Omega, which will be another global, of course. Trying to see, where his teammates are at. Dive on the Arda. Got what I wanted. That's great. Good stuff there. Good fight in general. So now we can go ahead and take the fight. Now we can take the Omega just fine. Because I literally bided my time until I could get on Arda. And even if Even if there is peel the entire time there from the Sylvia, fact is, I'm doing way too much damage, dude. I'm doing way too much damage. I have enough MS. I just get to deal with them for free. See, which my teammates did it, because I don't want all the damage on me necessarily now. They're doing pretty fine otherwise, and I can just craft anything from the kiosk potentially. Yeah, I mean, I definitely should be playing a little bit more, I guess, a little bit more selfish as Daniel, considering, like, Great Daniels are to beat you or whatever. It doesn't matter what your teammates have if you are Daniel and you just say, I one-shot you. You don't get to have fun anymore. But, I don't have that egoism on me. These. It is another free meteorite up there. There still is somebody at the dots though, which is all that I am thinking about.
Growing used to the smell of rust. I can see it on the horizon.
I'm just trying to see if I can sneak up on somebody potentially here. Hello, sir. It is Sylvia, so I don't feel like burning my stealth still, potentially. Okay, might be a little bit more worth it. Oh, I pressed D on instinct still. Well, as long as nobody engages us within the next 20 seconds, we're totally fine then. We're totally fine. Okay, I just don't take it. What can I make? Here we go. Because I don't use a mithril, but Marcus potentially could, so just feed that to him. What I'm looking for is a force core. I am not there yet, but getting there, getting there, getting there, getting there.
Living in such ritzy places doesn't make you cultured.
Ensure Marcus just doesn't get dove, I'm just staying in between. Unless they went towards factory side or so, we can just look for these red boxes, which will be the higher priority. Alright, let's see what we get here.
Get everything you need first.
Red shoes.
My next customer.
Alright, boys, I guess we're doing this. Yep. Need to just get inside right then and there as soon as possible so I don't die, alright? And then just lifesteal what I can off of these boys potentially. I'm literally just trying to wait out the play. I do not have any health and I already used all my cooldowns, so I'm just playing back for just a nice quick second. Alright, now we go in. Great, got the kill that I wanted. And now I just zone Arda out of the fight completely.
Just the beginning.
Good stuff, decent enough.
You want to learn how to do stunts? I'll teach you.
I don't want to linger 2 on right now.
It's our specialty.
Similar to my old neighbor.
How did you do that? Come on, I want to know.
I legitimately don't know what to make out of this. I actually do need headgear. Just make something off the top of my head, quite frankly, here. Oh yeah, that's why Bikini would be better. Because, oh, it's his face. Because of,
Are they making a movie or
having just a little bit more health on that side. Hold on to the mask, though. I'm trying to learn these new build paths, quite frankly. They don't know all these items yet. Yeah, this Hyun should just be a quick and easy kill to get at this rate. Or, this would be even better. Yep, goodbye. Hey, Hyun. Great stuff. Cut them off, nice and easy enough.
Do that. Come on, I want to know. This is just the beginning.
Once again, happy gaming. We are doing pretty good. Yeah, well, 16 kills. I'm pretty sure that isn't just pretty good. We are dominating this lobby quite through and through.
Similar to my old neighbor.
Nothing on that Haze body. Just gotta make sure that we don't get gate kept is the real question mark here.
Moment's rest.
Oh, I ate the pizza instead of my potatoes. Oh well. Good check.
That's where I stopped.
Hello, Orda. You having fun yet, Chief? See ya. Thank you. Alright, 2 teams. I had to use some of my cooldowns, but... Alright.
I can see the horizon.
Hello, Chief. Just trying to bide my time. Don't want to take too much damage here. We still do have our wit buff, though. Alright, going on Arda, once again. I literally don't care where you go, Arda. I still hit you either way, Chief. Nice teleport try. Yeah, I just kind of hard counter you, just being Daniel. Just Daniel things, unfortunately, since you want to dash in, but what more can you really do? GG's, boys, GG's. Free dive! Just good enough. They got boxed in. I made sure not to just, get stunned by Arda otherwise. And, well, we just kind of ran away with that fight. My front line got to do whatever, and I just got the freest dives ever. Because while they caused all the chaos, I could just dash in, use all my abilities, burst the Arda down. They never had a good time.
That was an excellent take.
My masterpiece.
But yeah, just well measured patience for me playing Daniel right there. Because especially, like, it got hairy on that witch fight. And the fact that I was able to ult Masterpiece inside of Haze and get out, even if I didn't kill her, the fact that she was so low that she just bled out to the third party coming in, and my entire team, I didn't get to see what they were doing, but they just held the front line well enough. Because if I go down, that could easily turn into a very bad situation where my teammates have to rush to warehouse to revive me, but I didn't. They have to rush to a warehouse in case I just get thirsted. But I stayed alive, I played my role once again, and we just got to trample all over the enemies. No problems. Thank you, Daniel. You are ridiculous sometimes. Okay, no, you are a pretty impressive assassin. I've had my fair share against a Viki in the Mithril Immortal tiers, just getting bursted all the time, and quite frankly, it doesn't feel good, but that's just how it goes. But I say that, I was dealing with the back line, so that way my front line could, just rain heavy, and they really much so did. Because, yeah, we had a pretty even damage drop, which is what you like to see. You got in, went in, and got out alive. Yep, and that's exactly what you want out of your assassins. I didn't go down, besides that one funky school fight. And even then, even when I did go down, I still did my job of getting to initiate for my team. Because even if, like to say, my team wasn't able to find a good way into the fight to begin with there, funny enough. But with me finding a good flank angle on their Kacha, which is, their quintessential backliner, to see is especially so their sniper, they just didn't have a good chance to, do anything off of it. They had to fall back. They didn't know where, they couldn't really scale up with the rest of their team, and I just got to rain fire on them. Now, granted, did I get the downer necessarily? I mean, I got the work started and my team cleaned up, but that's what matters, right? It's a team game, and as opposed to old school ERBS to where everybody was so finicky about third parties considering how you know, if you die, you die. There's no teammates. It was just solos for the main matchmaking back then. And then you only had teams for some of, like, the Korean ERBS Cup or so. Yeah, I'd say I got pretty well out there, all things considered. I should probably find some friends to play this more with, though, I will admit, for the future. Because I don't ever get the chance to. I have, like, Kaito, I guess, but I don't have a stable friend group. And then again, I've stayed to my side in my ERBS corner much. So it's not that I can really say much about that end. Okay. What do I want to play this time? Katja's already selected. We could go Soviet Gaming, I'm thinking, potentially. It's having fun being once... So I alternate between... I usually am playing, like, the front line more than anything, because usually in ranked, my teammates are choosing their backline, and quite frankly, they have better mechanics, so I'll just be the haha, I hit the happy stun button for everybody, and we just go on from there, you know? I mean, if I was going Marcus, I'll probably just stick with Sylvia. I don't know if you were switching to Leon anyway. Alright, there's 4 people dropping at school. That's another great thing about ERBS, is just getting to see where everybody is immediately off drop and everything like that. So then, you can just be like, I need to attune my build path a little bit, if you need to. Because now I got Fire Station to Forest uncontested, whereas if I dropped in school with Marcus on the highest rated build, that's 6 people contesting what would be realistically 5 drop spots with loot. And that necessarily ain't the best at all, Chief. I'm gonna be real with you. Alright. So, I am going to be playing what is basically essentially our midfield line in Sylvia here. I am another stance character, to where I have my human form, and then I have my bike form. And it is all about healing my teammates. I have my Q heals my teammates, my W slows enemies, my E knocks enemies back, and all of these are in human form. And these all generate fuel, which are going for my bite form, which is a dash to an enemy, a knock up, and damage. So I need to find my ways to engage on a fight safely. And once again, it's not get in, get out like Assassin style, but I can easily just outpace anybody when it comes to raw move speed and burst. Or also just like, I hit the go button rather. Because as opposed to Daniel, who I played last time, to where you just want to immediately slay your entire keyboard on people, I need to measure out my fuel gauge, which is separate from my mana bar. Because anytime I'm on my bike, or I will be wasting fuel. My abilities are independent of my fuel. But unless I hit people with the rest of my human form kit, I don't have any fuel to actually stance swap to. I actually have to get up to, I actually have to reach the break point before I can then get on my bike and use the other half of my kit. Because I need to be rotating my abilities as much as possible. For, you know, the best success.
Let there be glory to the pawns who reach the end of despair.
Now let's see how we do. Otherwise, yeah, I can go in, I can get out, I can peel for my teammates real easily on that same exact metric and everything like that. I am a very versatile character, but primarily, I am, you could say, still like a burst mage in essence still. I want to poke enemies, kite them out, maybe have them wasting abilities and knock them back, before going all in and, well, destroying them with my bite form. Oh, dude, I want that chicken. Thank you. And a feather, too. Ooh. Fantastic. I can get my leather here. Now we go forest. And then I go uptown last for that bracelet. And then we are chilling. Alright. Pretty fast build. There's 2 more items out of my opening build here. Otherwise, just keep collecting everything else that I can for getting my, for other, for other breakpoints. And we'll keep going on from here. Probably gonna be looking to upgrade my gun and my boots first. Gun, of course, because that is, you know, your weapon. And then boots, because for Sylvia, I am winning on a premium for MS, for move speed. Constantly. Alright, cut my watch. Tends to help my Marcus here. But you know, he's out of there, it looks like. So that is all fine and dandy. So now I can just look to primarily farm. Don't need any more drinks. Instead, let's see if the bears are around here at this time of the year. Make myself a huge drink for the future, and then I'll probably just go warehouse, because I need to get to the campfire to craft some actual decent food items for myself. Because the starting bread that you get at the beginning of every match is just, you know, it's 300 health, but you can easily make that into hamburgers, which can be 600 and so on, and that is, you know, what I kind of view to start with here. Right. Wrap things up a little bit. Eat this chocolate. Don't really care too much. I do care about are these bears that are going to spawn back here. Because I need y'all for my farm. Thank you. Need to group up with my teammates though, rather, because as much as I am, you know, doing good farming here, Sylvia works best when you actually have your teammates to bounce back to, generate fuel off of, and everything like that. So I should just start grouping up otherwise. And yeah, that danger ping over there is my exact cue to run away to my Katja. Marcus isn't full build yet. Katja is. Just keep that in mind, cruising. Marcus is being reefed once more. He is definitely not having a good time, though. Stun the Jackie so she can't get to my backline. And that is perfect. Perfect play right there. Make sure that you aren't getting the res. And then we get the Marcus. Good play right there, because our Jackie just wants to sprint forwards and just hit our Katja, who is our entire backline. So it's just my job to stun her, make sure she never reaches it, and even when she used her ability to jump in on Katja, we were totally fine. Great knock-up from me. Ooh, great engage from Marcus, rather. That was fantastic, my dude. I just keep my distance, healthy enough distance. Hit loot. I can go in on him, and I am playing a fantastic role of Sylvia right now. Get the bat from far away, see if I can cut anybody off. Yep, I knew you had to be around here somewhere, Chief. Right. Just cut your angle off, you die away from your team once again, and that is just intelligent. It's also just me listening to the sounds of the world, because I heard you fishing. So, unfortunate for you, Chief. Fortunate for you, Debbie and Marlene. You can see, like, even when Luke got his initial ability hit on me, I just, you know, waited things out. I knocked him away with my spare tire, so his dash couldn't go through, because it is a Lee dash, basically, in essence. And I was just able to just, you know, get to engage on more favorable terms, because Marcus knocked their entire backline in, which is wonderful. That's exactly what we'd love to see. Get the bush, all good. I'm just going up the chapel in that case then. We can go for an alpha kill. I'm still doing pretty good on my food front right here. Got 4 things of food. I have, you know, these whiskey cocktails, which are going to refuel, Sylvia, pun enough, my entire fuel gauge. So I want to peek into Cemetery and maybe Factory potentially, just so I can keep building up my passive. Because Sylvia is a motorist, and the main thing about my passive is that I get extra stats if I visit 10 areas out of the 15 on the map here. 10 unique areas, because there's 15 here on the map. So I'd like to potentially, but it's not the highest priority when we have, you know, so I can get that at any time. Whereas right now, we have Alpha, which is a objective that could easily be snatched away by enemies if we're not careful. Right, so I'd pop my food and whatever in case. I'll take the Mithril. Okay, you know what? You're going in, Chief? Just trying to bide my time until I can engage in on favorable terms. That's a really good start for me. I need to blink out! Knock Yuki away. Huge. Nice kill. I think it's a little too much though. I can just hide in the corner and potentially revive myself naturally. That could be good. It's a third party! Katja's dead! No! I was trying to warn against that. We had way too many people close to us, and I was trying to ping that on the map. But our mark just went in, and I'm not going to just leave him out to drown. You know, you just gotta commit. It's better to commit to a decision as a team rather than just be like, that's a bad decision, and then it's just a lost fight either way. But it's normal. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Still, though, did get to commit to what is supposed to be the Sylvia game plan. It just, you know, didn't work out. Maybe I'll play Sylvia again, because, yeah, I was kind of really screwing people up right there. It's just that Marcus just couldn't get a flip, so it just kind of started falling to the wayside for us. And it's not like it's necessarily his fault. He found a great engage otherwise, so it's just, that's just how it falls sometimes. You can't always get lucky, Chief, and so you take the blessings that you can get. Right, it's 10:30. I did want to do some editing tonight, so I might call it sooner or later here. Because I want to do some editing and some 3D printing for my cosplay endeavors, and, well, 3D printing takes time, so it's better late than never to really start on that. So maybe one more. We'll see how things go. Maybe I should play Katja myself, steal her away before anybody else does. Let's do it, let's do it. Let's play a Katja game.
Sure. I'll go.
Katja Gaming. Could go for a full crit build. You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's go for crits. Now, why would it be running Urban Warfare necessarily? Let's just do the usual big oddments, I feel. And let's get ourselves some vision, because I want to be a little bit more secure for my oddment choices. There's 3 at Fire Station, which could actually screw me up badly. And before a dock. But, it's normals. I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm way, like, the fact that 90% of my Eternal Return career, past early access has just been competitive, rank Q only. Yeah, I think I'm thinking I'm being too try out on this. This is really my first game back in forever, so don't think it up. Just enjoy the new character and let's just see how things go. Yeah. Only 7 teams in the lobby here. Just analyzing the matchup. Well, I keep saying that too. Like, too tryhardy. Don't have too many people that could dive on me besides, like, I mean, like, real big assassins besides Daniel, necessarily here, are going to really dive in to just dash on me. Jackie could just jump on me on any sort of team, but that just comes to team by team basis. Unless I'm going to get supposed to be hard counted by somebody, I think I'm going to feel that out pretty quickly. So let's just enjoy your games. Once again, enjoy your games, Cruzy. Don't stress, don't fuss. Just play a new character.
Got it. Just give me a hammer and a screwdriver.
Get myself a bunch of traps there, like, just why not? Alright, and then one more piece of paper, please? Wait, no, I already got it. Alright. I have 3 pieces of paper, funny enough.
I used to say a lot that I wanted to be a firefighter. I lied.
Decent enough, I need to get rots next.
Just give me a hammer
Let's
and a
do
screwdriver.
so. Just scrap metal left. And, okay, this wasn't too bad. Then warehouse for the last, and then that's my full build already. Piano wire, scissors, gems. Yeah, okay. Dot has gems too. That's something I also didn't take into account. So no pawn gems, instead it's dot gems. So just good to recognize for the future, Cruzy. Good to recognize for the future.
The reek of decomposition. I like simple things.
Because I'm going to have to just, yeah, once again, keep getting used to my different build paths and everything like that or so. And, well, it just is going to come with the territory of, alright, brave new world, new patch, new game, everything like that. Need scissors, thank you.
It's easy if you know the basics.
There is somebody getting the bears. Actually, no, bears haven't spawned yet, so I'm completely good otherwise. Should just start the farming plan. So let's get our food to begin with. Hello.
And the reek of decomposition.
I've got way better pote than you now, Chief. Haha! Cause your boy hadn't spawned in yet! You actually, he actually couldn't body block your hit! That's actually hilarious! Great ult from me, Chief. Great ult from me. Oh, they are all here now. Yeah, let's not linger. Whatever. I got a kill. I won my 1v1, so we just get on out of there.
Nothing's as honest as a machine.
I'm in a group with the Abigail.
I really like the piano. That's not a lie.
Yeah, Jackie, I don't know why I lost vision from her. Did she? No, she's not Dagger. Say, I just lost vision, and I don't know why. This is also just us in a third party. Jackie, please survive. Don't keep fighting, you need to run! Okay. I'm able to... I was able to respawn, and I respawned in air enemies. This is horrible, to say the least.
For a job.
Oh, and I hit the freaking side of the wall when I was trying to... Ah, well, Jackie did somehow survive, quite frankly. I just needed to respawn somewhere so that if she died, I could make something work. Why did I lose sight of the enemy Jackie there? Because I would have just kept running. Honestly, I should have. I don't think I would have been able to get away, but yeah, I thought I was going to be fine. Oh, well. Alright, food is a premium right now because we are struggling on that side very, very much. So I'll honestly just take whatever these bears can give me at this rate. Take what the bears can give me, take what I can get out of the dot stuff here. So honestly, fishing is the name of the game.
Do I have to roast them? Dangerous.
Hold on to my cam, because I already did get the fish.
That's a familiar
And so I probably could have dropped the leather. Small decisions. Small decisions make the big day.
Sounds fake. Where
You gotta hurry up. Get
Right,
everything
nobody near us. That's great. Everybody's at the beach instead.
you didn't expect me to make something like this.
Totally fine in that case then. We can just mosey our way on over.
You should at least.
I really like how Katja can just let her drone get the vision. Because you spend, it's like warding in, you know, in any other game. You spend so much time having to control vision for your team that, you know, it can take away from you actually getting in a good position or grouping up to just deny it from the enemies. So just letting her drone just deal with that then is so nice. Keeping flank watch on the Aiden there.
Try to hide it.
Only hit one. A little annoying.
How about sleeping in a tree?
Yeah, it seems like they are really getting away from us. Potentially get some backline damage. I didn't down her, but control the Aiden. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. It is A-okay, Chief. So got what we wanted out of things here. I'm just worried about any third parties that may come our way. With how weak our Abigail still is. Our Jackie is just going straight on in. That is very brave. Right. Slow. Hit again. That's great. Oh, hello. How are you doing, Chief? Oh, well. Didn't get much off of that, but we get to control this. We get to control the battle zone, which is fine enough by us, too.
Congratulations on surviving the battle zone. Don't
Get it for
forget-
free, and then let's see what we can do over here, then.
If you're going to do something, make sure to dig it.
Yeah, dude, our Jackie just keeps going on in so fast. And it's a real good thing, quite frankly. Because, you know, she is win conditioning for us. But just immediately jumping on the enemy, they can't do much. And that is an amazing snipe by me. Holy crap. Alright, just help the boys otherwise. Alright, Abigail's now going in. Quite frankly, go off, Queen. You're doing great stuff. Alright, this is my signal to take it. Oh, no, it's not! They have Daniel still. That is so unfortunate. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, just Jackie can just rest. It's whatever.
Action is our special.
I used my dash to close the distance. I downed the Hyjin, but you can't do too much past that. Alright, just respawning uptown time, question mark then. I can just spawn in Jackie, no big deal.
I'm worried about you, okay? Be careful this time.
Get what small food I can. And then we see how things go.
Now you know how to do it. No one escapes.
Way too high. Check that side too.
Oh, hello, Chief. Oh, you just respawned without, you know... No, you just naturally respawned, and because of that, you know, nothing came to it. My teammates want to craft, potentially, so I can respect that.
That's a familiar smell.
I'll probably just go ahead and buy a mithril for myself in that case, then. Buy me a myth, so I can make my intervention. And then we get the purple bin. There's only 4 teams left already, which is, you know, a very, very small monochrome, I will say.
Alright? You only got one take now. No bloopers. Got it?
Just take care of yourself, Cruz. You don't want to take take any poke damage and then just blow up out of nowhere, because you are the back line. Your teammates are your front line. Wow, I missed a sniper shot on a stationary bear. That's really embarrassing, Cruzy. Yeah, like it's really interesting that you can just completely just say I don't ever need to reload with Katja, just considering how her Q and E both refill her sniper rifle. So you just get to constantly be a damage threat. I do think because of that end, crit bolting is actually pretty nice, all things considered. Because since how you're just going to be kind of weaving your abilities constantly back and forth anyways, it's not like I'm going to be really hard pressed for getting like 2 autos in with every ability cycle. I want to keep my abilities just cycling, rather. Right, let the drone get things for us then. Great stuff, drone. Should be a free meteorite enough. And wolves too. Nice. Nice. Get myself a little bit of extra food while I'm here. And then next thing potentially is looking at yeah, either my radar or just or even the cloak onwards. Could even sacrifice some time to get the Tree of Life on stream, quite frankly. It's honestly might be the best idea while we're here, you know? Because we'll take any advantage we can honestly get. Ooh, guillotine, thank you.
I can make a living off of this.
Yeah, okay. Jackie immediately had the right idea about that. That is a lot more damage than I was expecting out of those wolves there. I just whittle them down one by one.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Fine and fair enough there. We are all good and
I need
showing.
to catch my breath. There was a huge piano in the hospital.
The
where
boys
I
got
lived
him
with my
here.
mom.
Alright. Keep moving down then. It is a good idea to go ahead and buy the radar though, since I have the stuff for my force core. So good on that end. Then we can get the mutants on the side and then see what else spans on. We got 2 items, and my teammates have 3 or 4 each. Good. Ooh, I can make another double guillotine. It's actually great for us. So 412, so whichever teammates died on the enemy team, oh, they got revived now. Gonna craft up while I can here.
I think this will last long.
Make more guillotines. Yeah, I don't have to worry too much about my ammo economy when I can just, yeah. It doesn't even have, the fact that Q doesn't even have to land, I just use it and refills is great. Same thing with, yeah, I can just W out of anywhere. And no natural reason to really just, yeah, reload otherwise then.
How about I attach a few limbs to you?
Alright, 10 seconds left.
Gotta hurry up. Get everything you need
Guess
first.
that'll be mine, but I don't necessarily need it, actually. Guess I get it for a 4-store soon enough then, but otherwise, yeah, I just don't need it. So, in that case then, we just save it for if I can buy a Tree of Life at the warehouses, then I can get my suit.
Where did you hide?
Right, good.
You should at
Get
least-
the console, my lovely little drone.
Thanks. Of course.
And we just keep farming along right now. Since the enemies aren't really coming our ways, we just, you know, we keep our battle mastery up by farming here, and it's a bit more of a silent game, but it's not necessarily a
I
bad
don't
thing
plan to
now.
stay long here. Unless it's for a job.
Just keep checking the bushes for safety with my
At least help
drone ability before, with my W, and then getting it with my drone, then I can just keep spanning on. Oh, I don't have 85 yet. Oops. So close. Wit's spawning at school, which is way far from us. There's no way that we're naturally going to be getting that at any time now, so gotta keep getting what farm that we can here. You're not gonna get an advantage off of this, but there's gonna be the difference between outpacing somebody with stats versus outpacing somebody with gear. That is a tree that just naturally spawns, so give me that, unironically then. Hello, you see? Farming really is nice then. Sometimes you just luck out and get something like that. Just straight up. I can teleport to my teammates anyway, so I don't mind just taking the extra second more to craft here. Oh, that is fantastic. I get a little bit more CDR and just more stats as well. Yes, please. Because after that note, I can then go to Abigail, see how things go.
I prefer grand pianos over uprights.
I need to just get out of here first and foremost. Yeah, that was a little farther than I would have liked there to have been. If I can snipe. Yes! That's a huge snipe! Holy crap! Alright, now I just need to help. Just start hitting Aiden. Totally. Straight up start hitting Aiden. Great stuff! Oh my goodness gracious. The fact that I landed that snipe is actually game winning on the Adriana. Oh! Gotcha! Let's go, girl. Let's go.
This is just the beginning.
I was also wondering.
How did you do that? Come on, I want to know. 5 left. How's that? Pretty good, huh?
Alright, I know I'm grabbing everything greedily here, but we need to get over to the thing, yeah. 2 teams, we have 30 seconds, so more than enough time to take the Hyperloop. Just need to just get to wherever Jackie's going. Hey, just follow Jackie.
This, I guess.
Safe enough. I am very, very happy about all of these outcomes, quite frankly, here. What can I make, anyways? Didn't make a Halo, actually, then. It'd be pretty funny, so let's go ahead and do that, because it's actually for the reason, it'd be funny.
I can make a living off of this.
Never mind. Boys are already fighting. Oh, this is free enough, it seems.
Stinky little thing.
Oh, my snipe's just a little out of range. Alright then.
Just the beginning. Action is our specialty.
Let's get our Jackie, and because there's no more credit revival, we've just kind of won this game straight up. It's just been handed to us in a handbasket. I barely got to be involved, which is the funny and sad thing. But hey, my teammates just kind of stomped, and quite frankly, look, they can carry this last fight for all I care. I was able to carry the previous one in school so hard off of me getting that long-range snipe. So, give and take, we each did part of our work, and I am happy enough on that end, very much so. Yeah, with only 2 squads left, you can't root kit away, Jenny. So you're just kind of really, really stuck.
Get everything you need
Yep,
first.
alright. We know where you are. See ya! GG's, ladies and gentlemen. Good stuff. Well,
Do that.
that was just
No.
good gotcha for me at the end there. Especially that school fight. I am very, very, very happy with that outcome. Oh, man! Getting the snipe on that Adriana with my skill really turned things. Because if I didn't get to do that, our front run would melt with Aiden attacking right there, and we'd just lose the DPS race. I'd just be kind of stuck in a very losing fight, and with the ring counting down on us. Oh, baby, baby girl. That is a salvage of a situation. Very, very happy with that. Alrighty. So, I think I'll call it on that note. And also, I think Eternal Return's calling it too, because once again, I think it crashed on me. Never mind, I just took a little bit.
The target.
I don't know, I really do like gacha. Much more than, Kenneth, I can tell you that. I really don't get to play, backliners too much, but I usually prefer on the maid side more than 80 carries, but she's artillery enough, like, pretty long range, kind of like Theo, but instead of you revolving around your barricade, pretty much, you are just making sure you're keeping your actual distance, and you are being an artillery range threat, which I am really enjoying, very, very much so. Since you can help your teammates with 2 snipe range ultimates, it just doesn't matter how far the influence it is. It's like, even with how far Abigail was on that school fight, I was able to salvage it, Chief! We got out of there pretty well enough! And I am happy about that. Oh, baby girl. Once again, that's just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Alrighty then, well in that case then, I will go ahead and end my stream here tonight. Wherever you are, wherever you may be, whether you're on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, or more, it's been your Wonderful Wind Maid, your Cruz Ship Servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service. Thank you everybody for joining me tonight on Eternal Return for the first time in, yeah, quite frankly, forever. We are going to be sending the love over to Chit, who's just playing Dead by Daylight. Just having ourselves a good time, and as always, once again, if you already aren't, please do follow the channel to give me that extra little bit of love, and if you have your Twitch Prime, be sure to use that so you can get the exclusive CG Cruise Heart emote, and spam out the raid message with us. The cruise ship has landed. Proxy raid. As we go over to Chit and have ourselves a good time. Alrighty everybody, once again, thank you for all the love, and be sure to have yourselves a wonderful night now. I'll be back tomorrow with actual more Chit Chord shenanigans with Halo Infinite.